Welcome to 2023's Top 10 Comic Book Covers. Fans, this is week number 2, and this is the video series where each and every week I share with you my favorite Top 10 comic book covers of the week. You get to vote on your favorite one, and then we move on to the following week. This goes on year-round, and by the time we get to the end of the year, guys, you will have that final say on which comic book cover gets the all-important title of, yes, Comic Book Cover of the Year. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back. Before we dive into it, guys, we got to find out who won week number 1. And the winner wound up going to Poison Ivy issue 8, the Jenny Frison variant. It overtook the other 9 comic book covers. It squeaked out a win over Batman issue 131, the Jason Fabok cover. Who will win this week? Well, let's dive into it right now. Coming in at number 10, we have Carnage issue 9, the 1 in 25 Salvador Larroca variant. This was a nice cover. I liked it. It wasn't an overly complex cover. Reminded me of like a 90s Carnage, right? We get to see crazy claws on him, over-exaggerated eyes. We get to see that crazy mouth and grin. Love the colors of the background as well. Tendrils flying off its back. Great looking cover. If you want it to win, make sure you vote in the comments section below. Be descriptive that you want this comic to win. Thumbs upping someone else's vote is not going to count as a vote. Just write it in the comments, like I said, for the 3rd time, right? And if you don't like any of the comics that I present here for you today, you can always write in your own and it can start to trend and overtake the other top 10. There was a couple last week, but not enough to overtake the number 1 comic. Moving on to number 9, we have Star Wars Darth Vader issue 30. This is the Raza main cover. I don't put in too many Star Wars comic books, but every once in a while there's some great Darth Vader comics, and this cover is pretty awesome as you get to see, I think it's all like the Padmes going to do battle against Darth Vader, and he's got his lightsaber drawn and he looks like he's just about to impale all of them. But I love it. I love the dark tone to it, that red color, and they're just attacking him, like sneak attacking him or whatnot, and he's maybe caught off guard. Love how the cloak is flying through the wind and whatnot. Awesome looking cover. Something different on the countdown this week, so if you want to see this win, make sure you vote. Number 8, and I'm not gonna lie, this seemed like a tougher week this week for me to find covers. Sometimes there's so many of them, it's hard to pick and choose which one you want to pick for. We got some good ones, I think. So here we go. Number 8, Something is Killing the Children, issue 28, the Ariel Diaz variant. Erica Slaughter always has some pretty badass looking covers. Some of them are really gory. Then you got others that are like kind of like this one where she just has her knives drawn. She's got the bandana over her mouth. And once again, I'm always attracted to like these characters' eyes. Like I love when they can get you with something. And again, Erica Slaughter's got those crazy eyes and it draws you to her. And I love that background too, because that goldish, yellowish background really pops. Coming in at number 7, we have Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is issue 2, the Swan variant A. Now, is this a new character? It's not Miles' sister, is it? I think this is the new character that we're being introduced. I don't know. I could be completely off on that, so let me know in the comment section below because I didn't read all of Miles' last run. But nevertheless, whoever this character is, it looks pretty badass. Looks like got a facial expression on the helmet there. And it's a female because the hair is kind of coming underneath from the cloak there, or from the hood. And that looks pretty neat. And obviously she's got some utility pouches there. There's all this electricity flying from her. So if this is a new character, I think that's pretty cool. And you're intrigued by, you know, her. There's like drones and I don't know, man. It's pretty badass. So I was like, yeah, why not put it on the countdown? Coming in at number 6. And I felt like I had a lot of Spider-Man stuff this week. All right, so we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 17. I got 2 covers for you here to pick out. This is the John Yang variant. This one is pretty cool. Last time we had Carnage I talked about. Now we have black suited Spider-Man where he is kind of at diagonal motion and you get to see the black symbiote stuff that's around him. And I love the muscle definition that's on the character as well. Same thing, over exaggerated white eyes. I always love that white spider symbol. It's a great looking cover, man. It just had to be recognized this week on Top 10 Comic Book Covers. And then with that, I had to put the Amazing Spider-Man issue 17, the Postravako, who knows what that name is, Disney 100 variant. So there's quite a few of these Disney variants that are coming out for Marvel. And this is the first one, I think, that was released. And I don't know why it's on a Spider-Man book, but it says the Avengers on it. It says, what if Mickey and friends were Earth's mightiest heroes? Which I think is kind of cool. And it just has all your favorite Disney characters dressed up as Marvel heroes. So I think that's kind of cool. I'm curious to know in the comments below also if you guys are going to be picking these ones up. Moving on to number 5, we have Wonder Woman. This is issue 795, cover B, done by David Nakayama. If there's something going for a Wonder Woman comic these days, at least it's a nice looking cover. David Nakayama draws a great looking Wonder Woman. She's very muscular in this one. I love seeing that muscle definition, thick legs, love the facial expression, little puffy hair going there, also with a gold background. Great looking cover. Moving on to number 4. This one is pretty wild, dude. We have X-Men issue 18, the Cassera variant. Here we have Laura Kinney on here. X-23. Looks like she's been in some kind of battle, as you get to see those claws that are drawn, and half of her is just really messed up. I gotta love like how she's like screaming and she's not done fighting and she's ready for more. Great cover. Love those teeth also, man. If you want to see this win, you know what you got to do. Moving on to number 3, we have Cherish issue 3, Brett Booth main cover. Never read a single page of this comic book yet, but I've always been a fan of Brett Booth's artwork, and here he does a cover, and it's not overly complex. It reminds me of like a Punisher cover, and here we get to see, which I think is our main character, pointing a gun at somebody, but somebody else is pointing the gun at her, as you get to see her in the crosshairs. Same thing, I love her muscle tone on here. She's a green hair. Great looking character. I don't know who wears that outfit, going out into battle like that, but these are Dynamite comics, so everyone looks like that. But hey, why not, right? Coming in at number 2, this is a book I've been pushing all week for you guys to pick up, and hopefully you will, and hopefully you will read volume 1 before you read this. I'm sure you can find the trade paperback on the stands, because it's gonna blow your mind, man. This guy is some sick dude. This is Nemesis Reloaded issue 1. This is cover G, done by Ryan Stegman. This is the Steg World exclusive cover. Great looking cover, as you get to see Nemesis falling from wherever he's at, glass breaking all over the place, shooting his freaking guns all over. Great facial expression as well. I just can't wait to get my hands on this book. It's been years since this first volume was released. Looking forward to the next one. Okay, guys, before we get into number 1, I gotta sit there and give a shout out to MutantBeaverComics.com. Guys, they have over 1,100 variant comics in their store. You can see some of them right here. They're absolutely gorgeous. They have top-notch customer service. Their packaging is absolutely exquisite. And if you want to save 10% off of all your orders from Mutant Beavers, just go ahead, use my promo code CORNER10. It will be in the description box below, and you can choose from any variant that you want out there. So check out MutantBeaverComics.com. So here we go. Number 1. This is creepy. This is something that you would expect from Halloween. This is Mary Jane and Black Cat. This is issue 2. My God, if you woke up to this in the morning, you would scream your ass off too. Look at this thing. This is Mary Jane as some kind of demon spider creature, and she looks like she's coming at you while you're lying in bed, because that's the point of view that you see, right? And you got her hand coming like right at you with that face. And oh my God, it's so freaking creepy, dude. I was like, oh, that's disgusting. Like, look at this spider like things coming out of her. It's so disgusting. I love it though. It's so different. It had to be number one this week. So if you want to see it win, make sure you vote. So there you guys have it. There are the top 10 comic book covers of the week. I feel like I said, it was a struggle for me, but there's 10 here for you. Of course, you can always write in your own. And guys, if you love my content, I'll leave you more content right here. This is my latest episode of After the Poll, so you guys can see if these comic books lived up to the hype. And as always, guys, keep buying, keep collecting, but most importantly, always read your comics. Guys, I'll see you again tomorrow.